Hello, this is Soar Outdoors, and once again it is the herping season, and we are here in southwestern Ontario for the first herping trip of 2017. It is now April 7th, and I'm out here in southwestern Ontario, just outside of the city of Windsor. I'm out here herping at, you remember last year, at Denacho Trail. We were right at the sighting here at John's Pond, where we did the filming last year, and it's been quite a winter actually. We had a bit of snow, but not that much. It wasn't really a bad winter. And I decided to come out here a couple days ago, and it was a very warm day. It was like, I think it was last weekend actually. And I came out here and I could hear amphibians calling out here. So that marks the beginning of the herping season. And we're probably gonna do a couple trips out here in this April. This is where we're going to shoot the first videos actually, and so I'm out here today and we're going to go on the trail and see what we can find actually. Know more about Denacho Trail. This is we're in East Windsor right now, and there's this little nature area that we're in here. They call it the Denacho Trail, but it's basically a bunch of foresty, swampy, and a lot of ponds in this area. So we are right here right now. We're at John's Pond. This is where we did most of the filming last year. This is where, a couple of kilometers up here, we had found some bullfrogs last year. So we're now going to go up this trail here, following this creek. We're going to see if we get up to the hill. We're not going to go this far. I like to check over here towards the North Neighborhood Pond and see what we can find near. This is where I heard most of the leopard frogs calling. So let's begin the herp actually. I'll show you the rest of the map right here. See what we can find. You get the trail here, and I just brought my net and my bike today. Packed it all up and brought it here. And we're just looking right here at this flooded pool. It's early spring here in Ontario, and usually in early spring, because of all the snow we had and early spring rains, I mean, it's been raining all week last week, so I couldn't really go out anywhere. So as we can see here, these are verbal pools, which inhabit most of the forests in the spring. And usually the amphibians that'll use it, and other species, would be, for instance, the spring peeper, the western chorus frog, the salamander species, but I haven't really seen any of those species here. But as you can see very carefully, this whole grassland is just flooded from all this rain we had and all the snow we had over the winter. So yeah, it's really nice. It provides excellent habitat and good herping grounds. But as you can see, I didn't bring my boots, so we're not going through there today. And also, you can also tell it's spring because you can hear robins in the background. And the water's a little high as usual here in this little creek. I think you guys remember from last year, we were crawling through this creek last summer actually, me and Ben. But as you can see, Ben is not here, so he's busy with some stuff this weekend. I'm not sure, possibly work. I'm not totally keen on anything about it. But it's a little higher up as usual. You can't even see the bottom. And there's a bunch of people just dump crap everywhere here. I mean, that's a problem here at Denacho. It's a good habitat area, but it's just people that just are bloody careless and just decide to dump crap in these localized creeks and ponds. I mean, this is why pollution is happening anyway, so yeah. People are just inconsiderate. So we're just going to continue up this trail and see what kind of herps we can find. We'll probably see a bunch of mammal species as well. Mallard ducks, muskrats. We'll even get some videos of some species of birds. So we're going to carry on. Works every time. On here, first herp that we've seen all day. I mean, I've seen a couple bullfrogs, but there's a midland painted turtle on a log over the creek. We're gonna go upon him a little slowly. He's just minding his own business. He's a good size one. They get pretty good size, but I've seen one a couple weeks ago out here too. And if you guys remember from last year, we got a couple documented on a log. And they're so hard to catch out here, actually. They're just deep down into this gorge leading down to the creek. And I lost him. Where's he on camera? There. Try to get back on camera here. You guys see him a little better here. He's gonna go into the water, I just know it. Alright, there he is. He's back on that log there. He's looking down at me. I can't get a good view of him. Got a lot of dogs out here today. But he's right there on that log. Decent sized painted turtle. I have not seen any snappers out here, but I assume there are a good number of them out here, so I'm just gonna leave this guy alone and see what we can find. Else we can find. A lot of Redwing Blackbird action over here. I mean, there's a couple up in this tree here, and I don't know if they're nesting this time of year, but there's another one just flew out. They're very common marsh birds. They like the wetlands and the woods. You almost see them anywhere. I mean, most parts of Ontario, most parts of North America, you're lucky to find them. But we're looking for amphibians here, and we're having no luck. We've seen the painted turtle, but that's it. I'm walking through muck on my feet here. Walking. I'm hardly seeing anything. I expect to be chorus frogs out here, but there's only usually leopard frogs that hang out in these fields. But there's some other ponds over there, way upon that bush where there's leopard frogs. I've already seen a couple bullfrogs, but it's a little early for them in the season yet. My bike is way back over there. My bike's way over there, and I just gotta look around here. I don't hear anything. It's a pretty warm day. You can probably hear them out here. I have not heard any calls of chorus frogs. And oh crap, a snake! I got it. We got ourselves a snake here. Hang on, I gotta get him out of the net. There. Crap. He's gonna get away. He's gonna get away. We found ourselves a, I think we found a ribbon snake here. Actually, hang on. This is a ribbon snake, guys. I just saw this guy slithering in the weeds, and I'm just gonna get a good grip on him there. Get him. This guy's a very common species of snake here in Ontario, and they look a lot similar to gardener snakes, but this guy is no garter snake. As I can tell, he has a smaller head or certain stripes, but he is really putting some musk on me right now. And the ribbon snakes are quite common here in Ontario, and they prefer habitat is stuff like this, so they can prey on frogs. He's probably he's a little small to catch a leopard frog, but I think he'll take on some smaller prey, so maybe like a chorus frog or something, or possibly some other things. But he's a pretty cool find. This is actually the first ribbon snake I have found, but I think he's gonna go to bite me, but he's just releasing musk on me. I don't think he's gonna bite me, but yeah, this is a cool sighting. We mostly catch a lot of garter snakes out here, but we're looking for fox snakes out here, but we have not seen any fox snakes lately. I've never seen a fox snake at all. I've never caught one, but I always wanted to see one. But pretty cool find, and I'm just gonna turn this guy loose. Slitter off. Marshland here, and that's not really the marsh, it's just a big wet pond. We see right here is a mute swan, and you commonly see them in local ponds like this. He's just, I don't know what the heck he's doing, but we see many of these guys around here. And I'm trying to look for leopard frogs in here, but it doesn't seem they're calling, but keep my eyes open, I guess. This is a beautiful bird, actually. Actually, swans are like my favorite species of waterfowl, and they're just a marvelous bird, but these guys are very aggressive, so don't piss this guy off. And we're just gonna leave this bird alone and go about its business. muskrat. He's in the water here, as we can see. I could have caught him. I was not trying to catch him. I just wanted to show you guys on camera. There's actually a lot of muskrats out here. There's some in the creek, and there's some in this local pond here. I mean, we're having good luck with many other species, but the herps are not looking so good today. I mean, we caught at least we got a ribbon snake on film, but the rest of the creatures, they don't seem to budge. It's probably getting cooler by nightfall, but we don't even find any coarse frogs out here. We can try in this final pond and then just wander around the trail. And yeah, so we're having luck with other species of animals today. So yeah, we're not having much luck tonight for amphibians actually, because I was wandering down these little vertical pools here. Flooded little marshy area, and I can hear leopard frogs in here, but I can't seem to find them. What I only found was a few muskrats, a couple species of waterfowl, especially seen one Canada goose in there, and muskrat house. But we luckily got our first herp of the year, a ribbon snake, but looking forward to more. Possibly we'll come back tomorrow. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer, so we might have a little bit more action tomorrow. But we did have some action on the bird species. We've seen a couple robins and some Redwing Blackbirds, as we can hear off in the background. But yeah, I mean, it's the start of the herping season. You're not going to expect very much just yet, but perhaps in the next perhaps tomorrow we'll come back, look for probably some more herps, and start off the season with a good success. I mean, we only found was a painted turtle and a ribbon snake, so it's a bit of a start for the season, but we'll be back tomorrow, and Soar Outdoors, signing out.